Let us talk about resume preparation. See, the resume is such an important document and it is required for every job seeker, right? We must treat resume as a advertising template. Because unless and until you show your best foot to the recruiting manager, probably you will not create that irresistible value in the eyes of the recruiting manager. And hence, it is very important to create a resume in very uh, strategic ways. And in this video, I am going to break some myths the professional has about the preparation of the resume. The number one is the number one is the people feel that they need to hire a resume writer, and what they do then, they get their resume done with the very good looking templates and with the cost of, let us say, 2000 to 20,000 rupees based on the experience. And as they have invested around 2000 to 20,000 rupees for resume preparation, now they are looking for the return on investment, and they start using the same resume template, the same resume for each and every job application. But do you know that your single resume may not fit and suit the all job applications, because each and every job applications may have its own job description and it can differ from one to another. So how one can fit the one resume for all job applications? And if you ask me, in today's time, we must have a customized resume. We must have a customized resume for each and every application. Go through the job description, and then based on that pick up the few important keywords, and by using those keywords prepare your resume, because unless and until those important keywords get reflected into your resume, recruiting managers will not understand. And I mean, you may be having those all the skills, but as you are not focusing on those important skills, it will not get reflected into your resume, and hence your CV may get rejected. So that is the reason you must have a customized resume and not this one document which is you are going to apply for each and every job opening. So now understand what is the second myth people have about the resume. People think that the resume gets read by human, but it is not 100% true. See, in the current time, if you look at the job applications for a single opening, you will find thousands of people applying for it. And do you feel it is possible for HR people, recruiting managers to scrutinize all the CVs they received? It is impossible, right? And that is the reason they take help of something called as ATS, that is Application or Applicant Tracking System. So first your resume will get read by applicant tracking system, and the applicant tracking system is going to compare your resume along with the job description. And if the ATS found that your resume is not meeting the job description requirement, your resume will have a one-way trip into the dustbin, and it will even not reach to the recruiting managers. And if your resume meets the job description, if it is comparable with that, then probably your resume will reach to recruiting managers, and where it can get read by the human. So it is very important. As I said earlier, that in the first point, you must make sure that your resume must talk to the JD, that is job description. Keep this very important point in mind for your next application. The third miss people has, you must capture the entire professional history into your resume. I work from this company to that company, and I must give all the details about the my responsibilities over there, right? And because of that, if you work for, let us say, five different companies, and if you try to give the details of all these five different companies, what you done over there, did over there, probably the length of resume will be very, very high. And if you ask me, your resume must not cross more than 2 pages. If you have one page resume, great to have it. And if you have a good amount of experience, let us say, for example, around 10 to 20 years, then think about the two or maximum 2.5 pages. Don't go beyond that. And if you try to accommodate the everything about your past employment, the history, then probably you will not be able to complete your resume within 2 pages. And sometimes it is not needed also. See, what you have done at the beginning of your career 20 years back is totally irrelevant in the today's time. So there is no point, in giving the history and the professional details about the your beginning of the career. I mean, you can mention about the period and where you worked at the initial at the beginning of your career. So that way you can save a lot of space, which can be utilized for giving the right information, right skills that is transferable to the next organizations, rather than just getting this place covered by the history of your past employment. The another myth, the fourth myth people has, that your resume must contain the all the details about the responsibilities, that I am responsible for that, I am responsible for this and stuff like that. But do you know what? The people miss very important points, that no one is looking at your responsibilities. But what is more important, what you delivered out of your responsibilities is more important to them. So, what is your accomplishment? What is the output you gave out of your responsibilities is more important, and hence it is very important. Rather than writing just responsibilities, one must try to note down what are the accomplishment that person has working around different organizations. There can be three or four, but those accomplishments will help differentiate yourself from the another candidates. So always keep this point in mind rather than giving just an responsibilities. For example, someone says that I am responsible for analysis of raw material. So what is different in you? What is great you have done as a part of the raw material analyst? And something that you can write as a now converting these responsibilities into the accomplishment. I'm just quoting an example, and you need to take this with the pinch of the salt. One can say that, I am responsible for analyzing the raw material. This is responsibilities rather than how accomplished can be built. And this could be the way. I have analyzed more than 20 different raw materials and invented a very robust method for analysis of sulfated ash. And if you want further better, you can add that something like this. I have analyzed more than 20 different raw materials. I have invented a robust method for sulfated ash analysis, and because of this process, we could able to save 20 percentage of our release time of the raw materials. See, now this has given the accomplishment, what your output as a part of your responsibility of analyzing raw materials. So always try to think about what is accomplishment I have and try to put into the resume, rather than just feeding your resume with lot of responsibilities. I hope this short video will help you to craft such an important document into which is really helping going to help you to achieving and grabbing the next opportunity. Good luck to you.